right, seeing a lot of chatter on social media about an active weather pattern that's getting ready to set in. Talks of severe weather, and then on down the road, a lot of talks of cold weather and possible snow across parts of the country here. So let's talk about what's going to transpire here. Right now, of course, the weather pattern is very, very quiet, not a whole lot going on. But if we kind of look at the weather pattern, and we look at that by taking a look at the jet stream here, and the jet stream is just a river of wind up there about, in this instance, we call it 500 millibars, or up there about 20,000 feet in the atmosphere. And it's the river of wind that steers these storm systems and cold fronts across the globe here. So we're watching this area out here across the western part of the country with the United States, especially the central and southern U.S., sees active weather. You get a dip in the jet stream out west. Well, as we head in through the weekend and early next week, you can see this big dip here. Almost looks like a horseshoe around the 18th. Well, this is a storm system, and a pretty strong storm system at that. A lot of jet stream energy, and it's digging to the south, and this type of a flow pattern would help pull moisture in from out of the Gulf and out of the Pacific as well. And this is a pretty energized storm system, and as that moves into the area, especially across the central and southern United States, around November the 19th, which would be around Wednesday, maybe Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday of next week here. This could help generate pretty good area of rain and storms. Also notice how this, at least this particular run of the GFS computer model, it has this area of low pressure kind of tilting back to the left a little bit here in this instance. Now, when that happens, it becomes what we call negatively tilted. And a negatively tilted storm system is usually really strong, and that can help generate a lot of heavy rain and storms. And this type of a pattern, we could see perhaps maybe somewhere over in here, maybe part to Texas, Oklahoma, and certainly over here across the Gulf Coast states and up through the Mid-South, could be pretty stormy, perhaps more towards the middle and maybe latter part of next week. And again, that pattern could yield severe weather. But I do want to warn you, though, that this far out, and especially since our computer models really aren't handling the current weather situation that great, a lot can and will change. And this is not a done deal that we're going to see that. So just take it easy. Don't be over anxious. Don't be too worried about it, but just kind of keep an eye on things, and we'll be following this over the course of the next few days and into next week here. So that system number one gets out of here, and then right behind it, there's another powerhouse storm system coming out of the Pacific and once again into the southwestern part of the country. And once again, if this thing happens, again, it's a long ways out there, this system too could generate another area, perhaps a storminess across the central and southern United States here, and also a lot of cold air up here in Canada, and it could see some pretty chilly air here begin to move into the Rocky Mountain states here behind this system. Also some indications that it might try to turn cold, especially as we head into early December. So that's what we're watching. We're watching out for the possibility for perhaps maybe some heavy rain and some strong storms across the country next week. Don't know if we'll see any of that here in northwest Texas, southwest Oklahoma. It's getting pretty late in the fall to see that here, but especially east of I-35, there could be some. If the current weather patterns continue to show that, we'll let you know here. But again, a lot can change between now and then. We're just keeping an eye on it. And then perhaps maybe beyond that, maybe another system that could impact us across the country, maybe the weekend prior to Thanksgiving. So we'll be keeping an eye on it for you. And you know, I'll give you all the good information, not the bad stuff, the good information right here.